Dr. Ariane Kamita, here to talk to you about how to trust again. I think it's important that we all remember whenever we feel frightened, ashamed, sad, mad, embarrassed, any sensation, any feeling at all, that everybody knows what it's like to have these feelings. And at the time we're having them, it's hard to remember that. As we look around at each other and we see each other as our individual selves, it's also important to realize how much we are all alike. For better or worse, we're all humans. We all have the same brain, it's just wired a little differently. So we're all humans, and no matter how different we are all having the human being condition in common. Now, reestablishing trust in people does not come easily. Facing the fear brought on by having our lack of trust is pivotal to reestablishing our ability to trust. No one has control over us, yet it is very easy to give away our power when we allow people to dictate what we can do and how we live our life, or try and tell us how we should feel. I mean, sure, there are parts of the world where dictators exist, or a gender rules the people and how they live, but this too is all an established pattern that evolves from fear being born out of a lack of trust. My advice is that we embrace our fears rather than run from them and or let them rule our life. And what this means can be multidimensional. But I want to give an example. You do not trust your close friend because she tells you one thing and does another. How can you trust what she says now that you have decided this is a trust issue for you? What is it that you fear? And the topic of the mirror is going to come back here, so be prepared. Do you fear that she will tell you something and it's not true? Will you be put in harm's way by this potential untruth? Consider that trust issues can arise from people in our life when they are viewed as a metaphorical mirror. White lies are extremely common and very human, and they are not often recognized either by ourselves when we say them or by anybody when they hear them, because we create them to protect ourselves. It is a very challenging life lesson to consider that our mistrust of a person or people may be our mirror. When we consider this possibility, we can take it one step further to potentially see a part of ourselves in them. And with this new lens and different perspective as a result, we might not be as likely to fear untruths as we do this over and over again. Returning to the friend who hurt you, is it reasonable to repeat what they said to you that hurt you? And in this way, are they not more likely to tell you their version of the truth? I really consider it amazingly remarkable how this act of processing our spoken words together can release in both individuals involved a whole lot of fear, as well as resolving untruths that might be basically hanging out in the backdrop of a relationship, and honestly creates healing for both of us. So to not pass judgment is very hard for us all, But remember, we only pass judgment on those after we have passed judgment upon ourselves. It is not possible to be judgmental if we don't first pass judgment on ourselves, not necessarily on the topic matter, but in life in general. And slowly releasing self-judgment or self-recrimination and the process of doing it when we pass judgment on ourselves is one of the most powerful tools we have to release our fear and mistrust. As we become less judgmental of everyone, starting always with ourselves, we can better reestablish trust for everyone, including ourselves. I hope that was helpful, and I look forward to talking to you more. I'm going to focus a little bit more on how our brain is doing this world of ours, and it'll be a lot of fun. Thanks for joining me. Talk to you soon.